From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordeaux, and this is your News 8 Daily for Wednesday, May 6th. It's the day after Election Day, and it was super soggy yesterday. We have some rain out there this morning, but it's going to taper off. Things are going to dry out. We're going to be in the mid-50s throughout the day.
Central Indiana. Wish TV is now live on YouTube TV and Hulu Live, offering more hours of local programming than any other station. Search for Wish TV or look for CW8 on both YouTube TV and Hulu Live to find us. Watch local news, sports, and lifestyle shows live from Wish TV. You can still catch Wish TV free over the air or stream it live on wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile apps. Wish TV, available in more places for the latest news, weather, and sports.
In your vote 2026, Trump-backed candidates have swept the Indiana primary, winning a majority of GOP Senate races. Out of 8 state Senate positions, 6 Republicans, President Donald Trump and Governor Mike Braun endorsed, have won their respective races. Only one incumbent took the primary win, and another race is still too close to call. It comes after lawmakers rejected their redistricting push 5 months ago. Let's take a look at the results. Trevor DeVries took District 1, James Starkey won District 6, Brian Schmolzer won District 11, Blake Feicher won District 19, Tracy Powell took District 21, and Michelle Davis won District 41. District 23 between Spencer Deary and Trump-endorsed challenger Paula Copenhaver is too close to call and is a virtual tie. And Greg Good in District 28 is the only incumbent to keep his seat in the primary. Senator Jim Banks made a statement on the results on social media. He says, everyone in Indiana politics should have learned an important lesson today. President Trump is the single most popular Republican among Hoosier voters. Indiana is a conservative state, and we deserve conservatives in our state Senate who have a pulse on Republican voters. State Senator Travis Holdman, one of the incumbents to lose his primary, said he was at peace with his defeat. He voted against redistricting and faced more than $1.3 million in attack advertising. He said, I did what my constituents asked me to do, and it cost me my job, but that's okay. Now let's take a look at the results for the U.S. House. Democrat J.D. Ford and Republican Victoria Spartz win District 5. Democrat Cynthia Worth and Republican Jefferson Shreve take District 6. In District 7, it's Democrat Andre Carson and Republican Patrick McCauley. Your primary coverage does not end with this. We have a lot you can see right now at wishtv.com. President Trump says he is pausing the effort to guide stranded vessels out of the Strait of Hormuz to allow time for a deal to end the war with Iran. This comes after the U.S. military announced it destroyed multiple Iranian boats on Monday. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth says that move does not mean the ceasefire is over. He emphasized that the U.S. posture is defensive.
We're not looking for a fight, but Iran also cannot be allowed to block innocent countries and their goods from an international waterway. Iran is the clear aggressor, harassing civilian vessels, threatening mariners from every nation.
The Associated Press reports that Iranian foreign ministers met with Chinese counterparts this morning, although it is unclear what they talked about. Okay, here in Indianapolis, one man is dead and another is in critical condition after a shooting that led to a crash. IMPD says the gunfire happened at a gas station at 10th and Emerson around 10 last night. Police think a disturbance between 2 men led to the shooting. Officers found one man at the gas station. He later died at a hospital. IMPD says the other man managed to drive his car about 2 miles down the road before crashing into a building near 10th and College. He's now in the hospital in critical condition. A man is dead after a shooting on the city's east side. It happened at around 9 last night at an apartment complex on Windsor Drive that's near 21st and Arlington Avenue. Police say a disturbance between 2 men who knew each other led to the shooting. One man died at the scene. Police say the other man took off from the scene and no one is under arrest. Metro Police are warning people about scam traffic citations that look real. News 8's Kat Sandoval spoke with IMPD about what you can do to better protect yourself.
IMPD says payment requests for traffic citations will never come through email or text, and that scammers are currently using final enforcement notices like this to get people to pay as soon as possible. Here's how to spot a fake citation. IMPD says the seal is fake. You could see there isn't a space between the and state. The paperwork had the wrong address to Marion County Traffic Court, citing Washington Street instead of Justice Way. And lastly, your name should be on the letter. If it doesn't, That's a red flag.
If you are fooled by this, we just ask, please contact your bank or your financial institution as quickly as possible. Get that rectified, stop those payments, and if you need to file a report with the police, please contact IMPD.
IMPD says you can verify tickets through Indiana's My Case or contact the Bureau of Motor Vehicles directly. You can even call the Marion County Prosecutor's Office for questions. This scam also involves a fake QR code designed to steal your personal account information.
You don't want to hit those QR codes until you can verify that this is an actual type of incident. Like if you had a type of traffic incident and you need to pay that, you want to make sure that's authentic. This word, don't use that QR code. Make sure you contact the courts and give them some of the information. They'll let you better understand that, or you can go to the courts themselves and pay.
Another example of a text scam involves thieves using the Indiana Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, instead of BMV, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles.
These types of scams are popping up all the time, right? We continue to get them through our text messaging every day. You get the spam calls as well, annoying to many, but this is where you need to be really conscious, and we need to protect some of those maybe more vulnerable. That could be our grandparents or great-grandparents.
Police say fraudsters will use this fake sense of urgency to get you to pay, and that the official traffic citation will never come through email or text. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Kat Sandoval for Wish TV, wishtv.com.
Happening today, IMPD is hosting a community meeting about the safety of short-term rentals after a deadly shooting on Sunday. It happened on North Park Avenue at a party at a short-term rental near the State Fairgrounds. A woman was killed and 2 other people were injured. The meeting will also be hosted by the Meridian Kessler Neighborhood Association and City County Councilor John Barth. It's happening at the Womack Memorial CME Church on Carrollton Avenue. The meeting is set to start at 6:30 this evening. The Indianapolis City County Council has approved a plan to extend curfew hours for teenagers. The goal is to improve safety across the city. News 8's Malia Van Ostrin spoke with some people who say the curfew is only part of the solution.
Under the plan, kids under 15 would need to be home between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. Those ages 15 and 16 would have a 9 p.m. curfew Sunday through Thursday and 11 p.m. on weekends. 17-year-olds would still follow current state law. The goal is to address concerns about youth safety. Grandmother Dorothy Brady is hopeful it will make a difference.
Look at our gun rate, our killings that's been going on just recently. Why are your kids out at that time of the night? Where are they getting these guns from? We gotta have the parents. I'm pleading and begging with parents, please get involved.
For families like hers, the earlier hours bring some reassurance, but more concerns about where they will go. She says parents need to step up and take more responsibility.
I check their location periodically, especially after 8 o'clock. I got to make sure they're okay. I'm calling them. I am telling them. I am showing them everything that's going on. I am an involved grandparent. I also have my children that's involved. They know I don't play that. You got to know where they at.
Kareem Hines, founder of New Breed of Youth, says the stricter curfew could mean more teens looking for something to do, especially on weekends.
If we're going to take something away from the kids, now what do we give them? So hopefully there's going to be some safe spaces that they can go to on the weekends with activities, with programs that are appealing to them. Because I think we're going to have a lot of kids now out here in these streets that could possibly be unsupervised because we just opened up Pandora's box.
Hines plans to increase hours and activities during the week and on weekends at the spot on the city's east side. He says it's a place for young people to go and feel supported and gain valuable skills while under adult supervision.
When they come in, it's not just come in, have a seat, and just go and shoot a basketball. There are a lot of different activities that appeal to different kids who maybe not want to or don't want to be engaged in sporting activities. So they can be a part of our Young Entrepreneurs program. Imagine a kid creating a business plan at 11 o'clock at night. That can work.
People in the community say the real impact will depend on what happens beyond enforcement. Brady hopes this can bring to light a bigger discussion about conflict resolution.
Before you act, you have got to stop, close your eyes, say a prayer and think, and you got to make a phone call to somebody that's going to give you the right positive advice before you make a bad decision.
And now heads to the mayor for his signature. It will last for 120 days. In Indianapolis, I'm Malia Van Ostrin for Wish TV and wishtv.com.
A new report shows that 68% of victims of identity crimes have seriously considered self-harm. The Identity Theft Resource Center says people are losing more money than ever and are turning to their own Google searches for help. iTeam's Kara Kenny spoke with the center's CEO about how you can protect yourself.
Many people turn to Google if they've been a victim of a scam, but the Identity Theft Resource Center says that can take you even further down the rabbit hole and into even more scams if you're not careful.
Google is not the arbiter of truth. There are a lot of scam websites on these search engines. There is still a lot of misinformation and hallucinations in AI summaries.
Eva Velasquez is the CEO at the Identity Theft Resource Center, a national nonprofit that tracks identity theft and helps victims. Many end up scammed a second time because they Google looking for help.
Anyone that guarantees that they can recover your money, I want you to run, don't walk, run away. That is absolutely not true. No one can guarantee that.
Their 2025 annual report found identity crime is becoming more financially severe, with 35% of losses exceeding $10,000. Velasquez says AI has made scams so much more sophisticated.
It takes no time, very little money to put into perpetrating these scams, and that is what makes everyone a target.
Can you rely on your instincts to sort out what's a scam and what's not?
You absolutely cannot. Those days are over. And I'm not saying that, oh, well, some people can and some people can't. I'm telling you that everyone is vulnerable to this, and no one has the skills to be the human lie detector that you need to be in order to suss these things out.
The report also found when victims reach out for help, they're much less likely to consider self-harm.
The power of having a lifeline of human connection during a crisis is more important now than ever.
You can call a trusted family member, file a police report, or contact the Federal Trade Commission or the Identity Theft Resource Center. Kara Kenny, I-Team.
Caitlin Clark is ready to hit the court for the regular season. The Indiana Fever will tip off in just 3 days. The game will be Clark's first regular season game in nearly 300 days since she was sidelined after a groin injury last year. Fever have been feeling good this week. The many injured players are finally back on the court, including Aaliyah Boston and Ty Harris. Clark says that after 3 preseason games, she is ready for the wins to start counting.
Just really excited more than anything, and even the preseason games were really fun for myself too. I treat those like real games. I treat those like they're the playoffs. And so just doing, the same preparation as I would for, game 1 that I'm going to do for game 29 that I'm going to do for the playoffs too. So I treat it all the same.
The Fever play against the Dallas Wings for the season opener this Saturday at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. IndyCar drivers will now be able to use its push-to-pass system under a few conditions. The announcement comes just a few days before the Sancio Grand Prix this weekend at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Push-to-pass system gives drivers around 60 extra horsepower through a turbocharger during restarts. Officials say the change means drivers can use the system at all times once their car passes the alternate start-finish line once the green flag waves. A rule that bans passing before the restart line will stay in effect. This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordell. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.